Hey, I'm here outside Queen's University on the Malone Road with Fra. Fra's here, and he is flying the Donbass flag.
The Donetsk People's Republic.
The Donetsk People Republic flag. Tell me why you're here today, Fra.
I'm here because the people that have been invited to Queen's University in Belfast are war criminals. They should be at The Hague. They shouldn't be in Belfast being feted as somehow promoting Western values, democracy and freedom, when all they ever do is militarily invade other countries, militarily occupy other countries. In fact, the civil war that's broken out in Sudan in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, that's all down to the Americans trying to have another regime change in the country. They want a civilian-led government which they can manipulate, which they can put in charge. So every death in Sudan, I put down to people like Biden and Bolton and Blinken and the neocons in the Democratic Party in America who claim to be fighting for civil values when actually they're there for resource theft, and they're there to control and occupy and exploit the people of the countries that they're sanctioning and that they're trying to bring about regime change through colour revolutions.
So you're just saying, who are you here actually protesting against? Who's the people here?
Well, I'm protesting against Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Tony Blair. They're all here. George Mitchell. They're unveiling a statue for him today, and there's questions apparently about him and connections to Epstein.
Slava Ukraine!
That's
Ukrainian on the way by. He recognised the flag.
That's why I'm actually here today, because I wouldn't have minded asking Hillary Clinton how much she paid and who she paid to kill Jeffrey Epstein. How many times has Bill Clinton actually been to Epstein Island, and has Ghislaine Maxwell next? These people are crooks and criminals, and they don't seem to be any accountability. You said they rob, pilfer and steal from every land across the world, take what they can, flood their money through it, and all the while they come out smelling the roses every time. People cheer and clap for them. Well, the world's media seems to have the propaganda media on their side constantly, lifting these people up when we know they're war criminals.
Well, you absolutely know what you're talking about. I mean, these people are protected because they are above the law. There's no one gets to be the president or the vice president or gets into the Congress or the Senate in America without being corrupt, without being maybe a better way to describe them as compromised. I mean, they take the money from the corporations and the globalists and the lobbyists, and they're all up to their neck in corruption and graft. And you've said probably one of the most important things. What we're witnessing is a transfer of money from the poor to the rich through the military-industrial complex. In fact, they're claiming that Zelensky has skimmed off $400 million of the money of the one. Is it 100 billion that they've sent to Ukraine? And they're keeping that war going because they have a plan to balkanise Russia and bring it into like 9 or 11 or 15 separate states, and then they'll have their people in each one, because Russia is not only it's not a threat, but it's a military adversary of America. But what they want to do in those countries is Russia itself is such a huge population, very, very diverse. I mean, you talk about cultural diversity, you'll get it more in Russia than you'll probably get it in any other country in the world, where people are more integrated and people feel safer under the government that they have in charge of them. What they want to do is break it up, balkanise it, and take out all the minerals, because it's got the oil, it's got the gas, it's got the minerals. And capitalists from before capitalism, from feudalism, it's all about, might is right, and whoever has the power can take by force whatever they want, and that's all they're trying to do under the disguise of civil rights. They're doing the same in Iran. That poor girl who died in police custody apparently had like a brain hemorrhage, and yet that was transformed into she was beaten to death by the Iranian police. That's just to destabilise Iranian society. And then they bring out their people on the streets through USAID and all the NGOs and all the Soros organisations that have their fingers in all those pies.
The World Economic Forum, boys and girls.
Yes,